What is a data marketplace? So here's an easy definition. It's a website or cloud data platform that enables data providers and data consumers to exchange or share data in a frictionless manner. So you can see here that providers consume data from multiple data sources, both their own and perhaps external to themselves. They turn them into data products that are available for data consumers to search, browse, and discover in that marketplace, and then pull that data into their own internal business systems. So the terminology we use here is important because there is a lot of confusion. For instance, data providers and data consumers, if there's actually a transaction, a commercial transaction involved, we might change the names to data sellers and data buyers, but not all marketplaces support commercial transactions, or they allow commercial transactions that happened outside of the marketplace to be executed within the marketplace. So in other words, the money is kept out of the marketplace, but the data is distributed within it. Another player in this marketplace environment are the data operators, and they're the people who buy the technology that runs the marketplace, and they operate the marketplace on behalf of the data sellers and the data buyers. And what they're buying to do this is what we're calling a data exchange platform. Now, to be honest, the terms data marketplace, data exchange, and data hub sometimes are used interchangeably here, but for Eckerson Group, we've decided the marketplace really is the application that's sitting on top of the data exchange technology that can also support a type of marketplaces called hubs, and we'll get into that in a second. So a couple of other things. Data products. No one today knows what a data product is, but once you implement a data marketplace or use a data marketplace, it's pretty darn obvious what a data product is. It's really anything that can be packaged up, described, and put out for consumption and download or querying by other people or other groups. So a data product usually it's a data set, but it could also be a query, it could be a machine learning model, it could be a notebook, could be a report, really any data asset that you can package up, use metadata to describe, and provide access to it for folks to download or use, sometimes consume just in place. Then transactions can be free, as we mentioned, or they can be executed outside of the marketplace. Inside the marketplace, you could be paying, per download or per usage of an asset. You could be paying for these data assets or products on a subscription basis. You could have purchased them outside the marketplace and received a token that works within the data marketplace to unlock the data that you bought. Or, as I say, it could be free, and usually it's a multiple versions of these things coexist together inside of a marketplace. Actual physical exchange of data or assets is done in many different ways. Good marketplaces support multiple ways to distribute data through SFTP, API, cloud buckets. Increasingly, we're seeing companies build sophisticated data pipelines to ingest external data from marketplaces, or even for marketplace providers themselves to use sophisticated data pipelines to bring data into their seller hub, which they then turn into products. And then the newest technology is data sharing. It's been popularized by Snowflake and now Databricks, where no data actually is copied or moved. It's just you just receive essentially pointers and access to the data. Access can be public. In other words, everyone and anyone is invited to join this marketplace. It could be private, only available to members or people who have paid to access the marketplace. Or it could be permissioned. And in fact, in any public or private marketplace, access to the physical or the actual data products is granted on a per buyer basis, right? So every seller has the opportunity to determine who can access their data products and who cannot.